Hey, and welcome back to the 7th House Art Studio. I thought tonight would be a good idea to upload a video on art supplies that I'm trying to use up before I reach for something that's new or not opened. And let's use what I have opened and, go through some of this instead of having so much sitting around. So I think I'm going to start off with sketchbooks. So let me clear out some space here. A lot. And I have everything on my table. And I do have some things, some of the stuff stays downstairs in by my recliner in my art nook. I think if you watch, I think it's Linda Magruder. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. But I love watching her channel. And she has created an art nook that's, she sits in her chair and she has all of her art supplies ready. So sketchbooks first. I want to use up this Strathmore color pencil pad. Let's see, it's 6x8 and there's 30 sheets in it. I've used up some, but I want to use this up before I get into another color pencil sketchbook. So there's the first item that I want to use up before I carry on to something else. And then this, and I got that Strathmore color pencil sketchbook at Michael's. And then I want to use up this sketchbook before I go on to another one. I use all kinds of things in here. This I got at Five Below, and it's pretty big. I don't know how big it is, but it's really big. It has 144 pages, and this was $5 at Five Below. So there's that one in comparison to that. So I'm going to use this up, and this is just a piece of plastic that I keep in between the sheets until I can spray it. So I've used up some pages in that, but I've put some stickers in the front. That should remind me to breathe. Okay, so that's the last of the sketchbooks. Moving on to what I spray my pictures with in my sketchbooks. I have this Rust-Oleum spray paint. I know it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But I do use that matte clear enamel. It's actually almost empty. I'll probably go another 2 or 3 pictures, but I want to use that up before I get into another can of something. I have no idea where I got that. Moving on to oil pastels. I want to use up this set of Craypas Junior Artists. They're not light fast. And I did do a video on these, swatching them. They're a couple of videos down. But I want to use this setup before I get into another set of oil pastels. This I got at a local art supply shop down in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't remember what I paid for it. I want to say under $12, maybe even less than that, maybe 5 or 6, but this was a couple of years ago. But I want to go through these before I open up another set. I got an incense burning and it's starting to gag me. Next is excuse me, chalk pastels. This set I got at Meyer. I have no idea what brand it is. I want to say it might be Royal Langnickel. Might be, but I'm not sure. And I used these. Most of these broke. The reason they're in here is because when I got the set and when I got home, I immediately dropped them and they broke. So that's why they're in this little case here. But I want to use these up before I get into another set of chalk pastels. They're pretty good, whatever brand they are. And I did do a a couple of pictures with them. If you scroll down through the library, you'll see those. Next up would be color pencils. Okay, so I want to use up, this is a basic set of 12 of Prismacolor. Yeah, as you can see, I use the white the most. It does have crimson red, and you can get these open stock. And it has violet blue and what blanc or white. Okay, and dark brown. Let's see, this is grass green, violet, orange, black, apple green, sienna brown, true blue, and the last is canary yellow. So I want to use these up before I open up any more sets of colored pencils. I'm going to find a place where they're all place. But in addition to that, I have these colored pencils I would like to use up too. So what we have here are some Blick. Let's see, Blick. And I did get these at Blick in Columbus, Ohio. I think that's all of them. Oh, that's a Blick. That's a Blick. Actually, these Blick color pencils are really nice. Whoa, are really nice. They blend. They go down easy. They don't wear down really fast, and they have strong lead, and they're thick leads. So I have Crimson Lake 1. It's like a light pink color. I use that one a lot. And Carmine. That is a really nice red. These are very vibrant. If you scroll down to some of my videos where I just hit my butt on something. Okay, with that set of Blick. No, wait, I'm lying to you. Oh, where are you? Prismacolor. Oh, where is it? My fingers don't want to work. I did this with that set of Prismacolor. Those are really nice too. What was I talking about? Blick. Okay, so we'll go on to the next one. This is gold. This is really nice. I like that. I really like these Blick colored pencils. And gold ochre, ultramarine light, blue violet, peach. I don't think I'm getting in the shot. Let's see, what is that? Oh, Bice green. It's kind of hard to see with the gold lettering. And medium gray. But I want to use those up before I open up another set as well. These Blick color pencils are wonderful. Almost a little bit better than the Prismacolor. Okay, next up in color pencils that I want to use up is this set of Skin Tone from Master's Touch, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. They're okay. The leads do not break. They go down alright. They're a little hard. They do not have numbers. So you get like this yellow color. This tan, khaki color is more like it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A set of 12 Masters Touch skin tones. They're okay. Yeah, you can see them right there. I want to use those up as skin tones before I move on to something else. Okay, so next we're going to move up to, this is not an art supply as I have learned, but these are good in coloring books. They are the Faber-Castell, and they're highlighters. I thought they were artist markers, but they're not. Live and learn. So they come in 2 different sets of 4, I believe it was. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they were 2 different sets of 4. I personally would not like to use these as highlighters. I'll just stick with the normal highlighter type stuff because they're kind of dark. Yeah, I use these in coloring books mostly, but they're okay. Of course, you know, they're not an art supply. I don't want to use those up, and I'm making a lot of noise. Hold on a second. I get so hot doing that. Okay. So with those, I did do a picture here in my sketchbook. Kind of a weird picture. These were with the Junior, Craypos Junior. No, I'm lying to you again. These were with the chalk pastels. This is what I did with those highlighters. It's kind of goofy, I know, but you can do art with them some kind of way. Okay, so as far as markers go, I want to use up this set of King Art. That's not a King Art. 22. There was a set of 24. I've already used up 2 of them. They were a lighter peach color. They do have this bullet nib and brush. I always use the brush end. I very rarely use that end. So that's why I store them like, I know you're supposed to store your markers horizontally, but I always do it this way because I want all the ink to go down to this nib, because I really don't particularly like this nib. So I want to use these up before I get into, and these are, it's a Hobby Lobby. What was I saying? These are water-based markers. So they're okay. I wouldn't try to do any serious art with them. Just playing around or in coloring books. And these are 2 oddball ones in there. This one was from Five Below. It's a gray. And this is a Hello Hobby. I have no idea what that's from. Just some oddballs. Okay, and the next in markers, I want to use up these. I got these from Temu, I would say a year and a half, 2 years ago. These are metallic water-based pens, more like a marker. They're pretty cool. They do have a lot of metallic color to them, and I thought there were more than that. But they're pretty nice. They're okay. Again, I wouldn't do any serious art with them. Just play around in your sketchbook. I don't even know what brand they are. I don't even think they had a brand on them. Just a metallic pen, water-based. They are just one-ended with that. So I want to use these up before I bust out anything else, especially metallic-wise. Next is this. I got this little palette from Temu, this little metal thing. But inside of it, this is the last of, this is Artist Loft Watercolor. And this is all I have left because I gave away the rest of it. I just have so much. I just gave it to somebody else. But actually for Artist Loft, watercolors aren't too bad. Acrylic paint, Artist Level 1 is kind of poopy. But here's just my swatch chart of it. They're in cahoots with how it is here. See, they're pretty vibrant. Metallics are kind of metallic-y. I was in the black. It's pretty dark. So that is the watercolor palette that I want to use up before I get into any more. As far as Artist Loft goes, watercolors are decent. And then also in watercolor, sheesh, I have no idea what brand this is either. This is just a little basic play set, basically. And they're not too bad. They do come off on your finger. They're kind of chalky to begin with, but just to play around with and, you know, practice with. They're not too bad. I'm thinking they're Royal Langnickel, but I'm not sure. I think this was $5, but I want to use this up before I get into any other palettes. And these colors are pretty vibrant too, and they're not too bad. And then in acrylic paint, I have all this here I want to use up before I open up anything else. So it's going to create some weird paintings. So we have Liquitex Basics Unbleached Titanium. That's a nice base color for a lot of things. And we have this Essentials Royal Langnickel. What is that? I can't see it. Something carmine. But I want to use that up. And Royal Langnickel again. And Aqua. I'm going to use these up because they're opened and before they dry up and before I open up something else and they get ruined. Dalarowny Ultramarine Blue. Liquitex Basics Iridescent White. That's kind of neat. I use this to mix with something on my alien picture. That's a couple videos down as well. And this Essentials Royal Langnickel Black. I think that one is almost empty. And let's see. Artist Loft Level 2. Not Level 1. Don't get that Level 1 crap. And this is Powder Blue. Okay. And I don't know how that got in there. It's not open, so. And then I got this Craft Smart Ivory. That's a nice base color. And this Folk Art, let's see, what is that? Oh, Bright Pink. It says it's going to become some weird paintings. And then this Folk Art Pink Melon. Yep, I don't know why I have the urge to shake them all. And then this Anita's All-Purpose Acrylic Craft Paint. Let's see. Oh, Coral Cove. That's a pretty color. And then this Craft Smart Khaki. And then last but not least, this is from Temu. And actually, this is a pretty good paint too. This is light yellow. It's pretty small though. Oh, and then I got this Castle Art Titanium White. So I have a bunch of Castle Art paint tubes. But I don't want to open them up until I use some of this up. Or all of this up. Do you have any good ideas of what to paint with these weird mix of colors? Okay. And let's see what else. Oh, once I use up, thinking a step ahead, once I use up those King Art markers, I have this box of random markers. What is that? Now that's a color blender from Azure. I think it's Royal Langnickel. Yeah, it's right there. Royal and Langnickel. What do I have in here? I know most of these I got from Five Below. They're alcohol-based markers, dual tip, and chisel. They're not too bad. They're pretty nice markers. But that would be my next set to use up after the King art. Yeah, I think that's all that's in here. Is the Five Below. There's a whole bunch of them in here. I think this is a couple of sets put together in here. Yeah. Okay. So I believe that that's everything that I want to get through before I open up something else. And I want to start using up completely some of my art supplies. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that comment button, or hit that comment button. Leave a comment. Consider subscribing. And yeah, come back. Thanks everyone. Have a great night.